about this rap shit, but really I'm Affleck, I'm Batman, I'm here to do backflips. Wow.
What are you guys doing?
Making viral videos.
Batman vs. Superman is directed by Zack Snyder and is a follow-up to 2013's Man of Steel. Giving you a brief idea of what the plot is, without spoiling anything you can't already find in the trailer, the movie starts off with a powerful introduction to Batman's origin, leading up to the controversial battle that took place at the end of Man of Steel through the eyes of Bruce Wayne himself. Batman vs. Superman is not your fun Marvel superhero flick that you've been used to seeing these last few cycles. Writers for the movie truly went for what DC does best: tell a dark and gritty tale about men and women who wear capes and swords.
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Chaos.
Maybe he's just a guy trying to do the right thing.
We know better now, don't we?
As probably most of you have been worried who the central villain is, all I have to say is that they made it clear from day one. Lex Luthor is the man you have to watch out for. Jesse Eisenberg has done an incredible job at adapting Lex Luthor and making it his own. He is smart, he is weird, and he's just so damn creepy. He has this odd, goofy element to him that I haven't really seen before with the character, and when he's talking, you cannot not look at him. His plans to pit the Man of Steel and the Batman against each other are brutal, and what he does and his feelings towards Superman are very, very much in line with the character that we all know and love. Ben Affleck does an amazing job at playing Bruce Wayne and Batman. In this movie, with and without the mask, you get to see Batman do something he hasn't done much of in other movies: detective work. Fans will be pleased to know that most of Batman's time in this movie is playing detective. Definitely a different Batman and Bruce Wayne than what we're used to. Affleck nailed the character and made it his own. Now, in the future, when comparing actors who have played Bats, his definitely stands out and feels unique. Now, for the other guy in this movie, the Man of Steel himself. He's dealing with the events that came from his previous adventures. Everywhere that Kal-El goes, or anyone that he tries to help, the world is split on him. They either love, or they fear and they hate him. You really start to feel for Supes in this movie, mostly because you can see that he's trying to do the right thing, but he lives in a world and a reality that is just not ready to accept someone with his kind of power. Religion and politics are certainly brought into question when talking about the Man in Tights. This movie, probably more than any other, except for maybe Kick-Ass, shows us the harsh reality of what it's like to be someone who lives in the world full of superheroes. As for Wonder Woman, all I can say is this: her character was not rushed, nor did it feel like she was thrown in the movie just to please fans. She is very much tied to the major story at hand, and I very much enjoyed her presence in the movie. This also goes for every other character that you may have heard that was rumored to be in this movie. Don't worry. Hans Zimmer, who you may remember from Man of Steel and the Dark Knight trilogy, returns with a powerful and memorable soundtrack. I was absolutely blown away. This is one of the first times when I walked into a movie and was actually taken back by the music. When Wonder Woman makes her appearance, when Batman shines his light in the sky threatening Superman, and the opening intro, it's all haunting, and it's all brought to you by this excellent score that just makes the movie even more memorable when watching. Batman vs. Superman is the movie that I have always wanted. A gritty, live, dark action superhero movie featuring characters from the DC universe. I can certainly see issues that people will have with this movie. It continues and embraces the tone that was introduced in Man of Steel. It is a very long movie. While watching it, I kept thinking of Watchmen. I remember thinking, wow, this movie is long. I'm still here. Considering that this is a dream mashup and a movie that I've been waiting for my entire life, I'm really glad that I sat through this lengthy movie, and I'm glad that it was as long as it was, because it didn't feel rushed, and it told the story it wanted to tell. If you were disappointed with Man of Steel, I think Batman vs. Superman is going to be for you. It's a Justice League movie, but it's mostly told through the eyes of Batman. I think this was done because he needed his introduction and a little bit more time for the audience to be able to move with him on forward and get attached to this version of Batman. 60% Batman in this movie, 40% Superman. Sorry, Superman, but Operation 5 AM is giving Batman vs. Superman a 9 out of 10.
When a human act mess. Fear the game, not these lames in this practice. But now I'm running up the wall with slow-mo doing backflips. I'm the new Batman, but you can call me Affleck. I murder